Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek and use code Hodge to save yourselves 20 freaking bucks. Alright guys, we're gonna kick this off with the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is actually gonna be about Miss Bayley. So Bayley, if you haven't heard, is actually injured, and it's quite a severe injury. We know a little bit more information about the whole thing now. But obviously, this was a big thing on SmackDown. So if you watch SmackDown, you know Bayley's injury. Pretty much, it's an ACL injury. And this actually happened at a mandated, training seminar, if you will, or training session at the WWE Performance Center. So that's what would actually happen. They did this mandated, pretty much required for every wrestler. This is our return to the live crowds, return to touring kind of training. And that's what they did. It was some kind of freak accident. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was just a freak accident. And she's injured. But the really horrible news out of this freak accident is she's not going to be able to return to the ring or wrestle again for up to 9 months. I mean, there's always that opportunity for an early recovery or whatever. But it's been 9 months. But at least she is going to return. I mean, we have to look at the bright side here. At least she's going to return. Just the ACL tears and everything, it's just a total mess and heals so slowly. But I wish all the best for Bayley, and it really, really sucks to hear this news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and the next news story here. So the next news story is about WWE's actual touring. So they've announced a bunch of dates, obviously, and a lot of fans, maybe even watching this video, have tickets to go to shows, like I do. If you guys don't know, this is actually gonna be one of my final videos before I jump on a plane and fly to Dallas for Money in the Bank. I'm actually going to Money in the Bank. I thought, what the hell? It's one of the first shows back. I'm very excited to go to a show. So what the hell, let's do it. So yeah, I'm going to Money in the Bank. Maybe some of you are going to some of the other shows they've announced. But this news story is WWE has announced another leg for the tour. So they announced tour dates up to the 1st of September. Now we have through September tour dates. So here are the next tour dates they have announced. September 11th, house show in Washington, D.C. September 12th, house show in Albany, New York. Monday Night Raw, September 13th will be in the TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts. Friday Night SmackDown, September 17th, is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. Back to some house shows. September 18th, we're in North Charleston, South Carolina. September 19th, we're in Augusta, Georgia. Back to some TV shows. Monday Night Raw, September 20th, is going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. SmackDown, September 24th, is going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then we're going to have a house show September 25th in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Then move on to an actual pay-per-view. September 26th, we have Extreme Rules 2021, which will be in Columbus, Ohio. Then we have the Raw After, which will be in Cincinnati, Ohio. So yeah, we actually know some more tour dates now. There's a big question what the pay-per-view is going to be in September. It's actually going to be Extreme Rules, not Clash of Champions. And it's actually going to be in Columbus, Ohio. So we know the list for there. We know where the Raw After is going to be. So that'll get us through September. Now we're just waiting to hear about, October. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final news story before I jump into some rumors, it's about Stephanie McMahon. So Stephanie McMahon has basically said in an interview that WWE, when they return to the live crowd literally next week, they're going to, change everything up. And they're going to have a new presentation. And I feel like I've heard this stuff a million times. WWE's going to do this. This is our welcome back party. Oh, no, we're back at the Thunderdome. It's back and forth. Or whatever, it's a new presentation, new viewers. We're going to give the fans what they want, and our viewers and our ratings are going to keep getting better and better and better when they keep dropping. It's just it's trying to save a sinking ship at this point. Hopefully they can put some floaties on and everything's going to be okay. I have a feeling when the crowd's back, it will help viewership a lot. But anyway, yeah, Stephanie has basically said that there's going to be a new presentation for WWE when the crowd's back. Whatever the hell that means, if she just means the presentations will be different because there's going to be a live crowd. I know there's going to be a new stage. Maybe they're going to put some more effort into the storylines and stuff. I don't know, but this new presentation is a total wait and see situation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know where I'm going with this. That's actually all the news stories for the day. So now go ahead and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. The first rumor is about WWE's return to Saudi Arabia. Everyone loves Saudi Arabia. No one loves the Saudi Arabian shows. It's not the problem of the location of the show. Whatever. You can think what you will about the location. That's not the part I have the problem with. The part I have the problem with is they put so much effort into this one show and they make it bigger than WrestleMania just because, Saudi Arabian officials over there, they're paying them millions of pounds, millions of dollars. And it's not so much that it's a big show or whatever, and they're paying them. It's there's no build. They just throw together these big matches. They bring people out of retirement, for the love of God, for this because they want to throw a bunch of money at them. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Goldberg or Undertaker or I don't know, Shawn Michaels again, or Kane, or like all kinds of these people we don't normally see on television just because they're doing the big show. I don't blame the wrestlers at all. I just blame the officials, and this is just like always a cluster mess of a show. And it's just like pieced together in these huge matches that could be like go down as one of the greatest matches in wrestling history or whatever, but there's just like no story behind it. But anyway, Saudi Arabian shows. WWE is returning over there in November. They're going to announce it here soon. Crown Jewel 2021 is happening. November, Saudi Arabia. So yeah, just be ready for that. I'm giving you guys a little bit of an advance warning about it. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about a WWE superstar that a lot of people, have been guessing it's about time for him to be returning since the crowd's back. It is none other than the Beast incarnate, Mr. Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar has been gone pretty much ever since the live crowd's been gone, since last year's WrestleMania. And it's about time for the guy to return. Apparently, they have worked out a new deal. Lesnar is ready to return. He's ready to do his thing. Just waiting for the right creative opportunity. And it doesn't look like they're going to be doing anything with the guy for SummerSlam, which is why I guess this rumor is saying that they basically told Lesnar they're going to bring him back after SummerSlam. Now, obviously, WWE, they always change their mind. They always do something unpredictable last minute. So who knows? The guy could show up at Money in the Bank. He could show up at SummerSlam. Or he could show up at Survivor Series. You never know with the guy, and we'll just have to wait and see. But anytime, anywhere, this guy could just pop up. Because in the words of like Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants when Brock Lesnar wants. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and consider this the last news story, even though it's kind of like two, but we'll jumble them up together. So, yeah, go ahead and get your tissues out, ladies and gentlemen. Get your tissues ready, because this is the final news story. This is the final rumor. This is the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. It is about none other than Mr. You Can't See Me, Mr. John Cena. So in the last episode of this show, I said we have a little bit of a problem with the rumor that John Cena is going to be returning in August for SummerSlam and actually having a match against our current Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, at SummerSlam. It sounds like a wonderful match, but there was like a big roadblock that I talked about in the last news episode, and that big roadblock is Cena's filming a movie in August. And it's not that he's filming a movie in the movie schedule, even though that is difficult. The problem with it, when he signs on to a movie, there's this giant insurance policy that says that actors can't do dangerous things when they're in the process of filming, which means they can't go out and race motorcycles or race cars or have, wrestling matches, which really, really, really sucks. And I'm like, well, that's it. Cena's not going to be able to do it. But Cena basically told the people who made the movie, hey, I am happy to do your movie, but I have an obligation, a commitment. I have something I have to do towards the end of August. So we're going to have to push filming off to maybe September if you guys want me in the movie. So that's basically what he told them. So he's putting WWE first for once. He's putting WWE as a priority, being like, I have to do this. I have to make my return. This is something I want to do, and I'm going to have to do. So basically, yeah, Cena is on for SummerSlam now. So it's pretty much locked in at this point. Apparently backstage, officials have it locked in. It's wrote down. I guess they wrote it down in Sharpie and permanent marker instead of just pencil this time. It's not penciled in. It is wrote in with permanent marker. It is going to be Roman Reigns, current Universal Champion, defending his title against Mr. John Cena in the main event of SummerSlam 2021 in the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that is the current rumored / planned match main event for SummerSlam. So there you guys have it. That's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right now on screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.